How my loves, welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is unfortunate. The scripture comes from 3 Maccabees 6:3. Look on the seed of Abraham, on the children of the sanctified Jacob, your sanctified inheritance, O Father, now being wrongfully destroyed as strangers in a strange land. So here's the message. God said, somebody had some kind of plot or some kind of plan to cause some kind of harm to happen to either their child or somebody that they see as a child, but it didn't happen. And God is just looking at them. Like, I feel like this person is praying to God, like, why didn't it happen? What happened? What, you told me it was going to happen. You told me this. You told me that. And God is just like this. That's unfortunate. Like, are you serious? Okay, that's the message. God like, unfortunate, huh? I feel like, and that's all it is. God did, like, I feel like it's somebody, God that already told them over and over again to stop this wicked thing that they doing, but they keep trying anyway. God said it's very unfortunate, and he already told you no. What did you think? It was gonna change? He didn't change his mind. Like, if anything, he just stopped listening. Like, I want to say stop listening, but he stopped responding to you. And I'm thinking about how in the book of Micah, and how the only prophet that had the true message was Micah. The only one that had the true outcome was Micah. All the other prophets was speaking nonsense. The angels were telling them on God's orders nonsense to carry on, to allow the king to carry on. God said somebody, they insisted, so he allowed them to carry on and let the angels speak nonsense to the people they were listening to. Meanwhile, whoever this person is, baby, whoever you've been listening to, they've been speaking that real. And that real is, God said what he said when he said that you are protected. He said what he said when he said he is sending angels to cover you. He said what he said when he said he was going to bless you. He said when he said he loved you. He said what he said when he called you. He meant it. And that's just what it is. Let the heathen cower before your invincible might today, O glorious one who has all power to save the race of Jacob. That's 6 and 13. 3 Maccabees 6 and 13. God said he is the one that, you know what I'm saying, he's going to save you every time. And I don't know what was going on. I don't know what happened. I don't know how this plot came to be. It's so many ways that people can plan to cause harm to people. And it's not always a situation where they actually have to have a hand in it. Because it's sneaky ways that people go about doing things. It's way, you know what I'm saying? Somebody could easily, they could call somebody to do it. They could come up with a group of people and try to plan this and they planning that. There are some people that are so evil and so wicked, they will literally sit down and orchestrate an execution. And that's what, something was going on like that. Baby, it failed. Somehow, some way it failed. Somehow, some way it failed. And God is saying, you know what I'm saying, this person, they coming to him crying, upset, frustrated, irritated. God said, and I told you no. What did you think? You thought I changed my mind? I did not. It's a no. God said, what don't you understand? What do you expect? And I feel like this is also somebody, because you survived whatever attack, it's a situation where this person is begging God for mercy. Why should he give you mercy when you didn't even want to give what looked to be your own child or somebody you see as a child mercy? How dare you? How can you ask for mercy now? There's somebody that's receiving judgment. They're receiving God's judgment and they don't want to receive it. How can you beg for mercy when this person needed mercy? You weren't there. The person that you were supposed to protect, apparently, somebody that you were supposed to, this is somebody that is supposed to look after somebody or look for somebody. Like, I just feel like it's like that kind of vibe. Like, was wild. Like, teacher, student type vibe, parent, child, like, you know what I'm saying, grandparent, grandchild. It's like, you know, uncle, niece, uncle, nephew type vibe. It's weird. It's like that. It's like on some weird, or aunt and our niece, or aunt and nephew, or whatever. It's something like that where somebody was looked at as like towards like a parent, like somebody that is supposed to teach, somebody that is supposed to uplift and etc. And this person literally went out their way to try to take their own child's life, or they tried to take their own. This is somebody that they not supposed to. I'm thinking this is Thanos, okay? This is Thanos, whoever this is, okay? Sitting up there crying just like a little baby after he took Gamora's life, you know what I'm saying? And want to act like, well, he didn't want to do it, and he wish he wouldn't, and he did that. Say them tears now. Say them crocodile tears. Say them lies now. Because you don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. You don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. So it ain't like, I just feel like this is somebody they just, I don't know. And I don't know about all that. But like, that's what I'm thinking about Thanos, that how he did that to the war, and how he started crying, and he was miserable afterwards, and he finally got what he wanted, but he wasn't happy, and like, it's stupid. And I feel like this may even be a kind of vibe with somebody, they just want what they want so bad, they want what they want so bad, baby. God said they wouldn't even want it no more. We'll be miserable, mess around and go right up. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how God feels. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't control that. You can't control that. And that's what's wild. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this is somebody, they keep thinking that just because God is not going so rough on them about what they trying to do to you, that he don't see them and he wouldn't do something if something happened to you. God is like, you know what I'm saying? Because it didn't happen, he is going easier on them than if something did happen to you. Because if something did happen to you, that's a whole different can of beans. And you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Because, you know what I'm saying, God got rid of a whole crowd of kids for messing with one of his prophets. And all they was doing was yelling profanities at him. They were just saying, calling him baldy and following him. Now, that's harassment. It is. It is. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want somebody coming up and behind me, you know what I'm saying, talking down on me, calling me, I guess, Scar, or I don't know, like, I don't know. Talking about my arms or something. I don't talk about my arms and shuckies. I don't know. Come behind me talking about me. Like, that'd be annoying. It would get very annoying. It would get very annoying, and it would get very annoying real quick. But, you know what I'm saying, I can't study. I don't know if I got as much patience as he do. I aspire to one day. I aspire to one day have this patience. But he's so blessed that God said, they bothering you? Hold on. Now carry on to what I said to you. You carry on doing what I said. They messing with you. Are they getting in the way of what you're supposed to be doing? Just say, baby, y'all don't even understand, because some people be on some mission. And when you on a mission from God, and somebody trying to get in the way of your mission from God, guess who mission they get in the way of? God's mission. You don't want to be in the middle of God's mission. You do not want to be standing in a position to where you are single-handedly trying to stop God from doing what he said is going to happen. Because, baby, and this is a situation right here where somebody is trying to take the life of somebody that God is using. Baby. Baby, tread lightly. Okay, why? Like, what? This is nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But I can feel it, because even if it's a situation where this is somebody saying, why me? This person feel like, of course, they not gonna want to get rid, they not gonna want to get rid of somebody that they feel like is down for whatever evil plots and plans that they come up with, you know, and that's just what it is. So they want to put you on the chopping block. But in reality, if it was a situation where they were able to get this done to you, the first, you know what I'm saying, they would have 9 out of 10 went back from home. And that's just real. Because this is greed. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing when you are in need of something, when, you know what I'm saying, when you don't have, and it's another thing when you being greedy, bro. There's somebody being greedy. God says it hit different. You abound in mercy. You hate insolence, and you abound in mercy. You are the protector of all things. Appear quickly to those of the race of Israel who are insulted by the abhorred, lawless nations. God said it's not a situation where he not paying you no attention. It's not a situation where he not watching you. It's not a situation where he don't see that somebody is trying to come after you, or somebody's trying to hurt you, or somebody's trying to this, or somebody's trying to that. Anytime somebody is trying to threaten the child of God, he take notice. He don't care which sheep it is. It's one of his sheep. And he finna take notice. And that's the message. You know what I'm saying? And this may very well be somebody that consider themselves one of God's sheep. Not really. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to do something like this. And I feel like that's a whole, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother line though, right there. I feel like that's a whole nother, that's not in this message. Because 9 out of 10, the person that would be trying to do something malicious or evil like this wouldn't even be watching this video. They would have cut off early on because they don't want to hear God say that they can't do it. But that's just what he said. And you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how many false prophets come up and tell them, oh, you going to be able to do it. You will succeed. You will succeed. You will this. You will that. They are lying through their teeth. It was you. Okay, this is 3rd Maccabees 6 and 7. It was you when Daniel was hurled through slander and envy as a prey to lions down below, brought him back up to the light unharmed. God said it ain't gonna happen. 11:11, as I say that. He not playing about whoever this is. He not playing about you. He is not playing about you. And it don't matter who come forward. Baby, we already know, we have proof in the Bible that the angels will lie. They don't have the same rules that we have. If God tells them to say, go ahead and let them believe that, that's what they gonna do. If God decides that he wants somebody, he gonna ravel up somebody like he did Saul. Saul already feels some kind of way about David. God sent that spirit and it just, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't even help himself no more. That's what's gonna happen. But guess what? When it comes down to it, what God said is going to stand. And if God said that this somebody, you not going to be gone up off this earth until you have gray hair all over your head and you surrounded by your grandkids, he is not playing. That's what it is. That's what he said. And the wild thing is, God said for somebody that there are people that believe that it's only if you are obedient. It ain't only if you obedient. Because sometimes the enemy can try to confuse you. So how would it be fair if the enemy sends you a lie and God sends you the truth and you kind of like, but what the enemy said looks like it's right. But what, you know what I'm saying? It can be confusing. Because what if it's like a situation that's like, you know what I'm saying? And God is telling you, you need to leave. The enemy saying, no, you should stay. Now, it look like you should stay. It don't make sense for you to leave. You end up staying. And when something happened, you're thinking, oh no, I should have listened. I should have listened. I should have listened. I was wrong. I was wrong. God is not about to punish you because you thought you were doing what was right. You thought it was right for you to stand by your husband. So you stood by him. You weren't expecting that to happen. You thought it was right for you to stand by your friend. You didn't think that if you didn't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? You felt like if you leave them there, then that would, you know what I'm saying, come back on you. You felt guilty. You felt like, what if this happened? And what if that happened? I don't want nobody to feel no way about this. I don't want nobody to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be so concerned about what other people got going on, and we literally be putting ourselves in danger and don't even see it. God said it ain't going to be a situation where you sitting up here trying to be sweet and you trying to help somebody out and you trying to do this, you trying to do that. And they really, you know what I'm saying, pretending like they need help. They don't need help. And in reality, they got this evil, wicked plan going on. God said, don't worry about that now. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Some people think that he just going to allow you to just fall for anything. He not. And you know what I'm saying? God can touch anybody's heart, but in reality, it should never be a situation where you literally going out your way to do what's right or what you see as right or what you feel as right. Because, you know what I'm saying? And you end up falling into a trap of the enemy. God said he going to save you every time. Why would he punish you for doing what's right? And why would it be a situation where you're being punished for doing what's right? You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this somebody, you were like confused because what God was telling you to do just felt so out of pocket. But it actually was what God wanted you to do. And he wanted you to do it for a reason because you walked right into a trap. And you didn't even see it. But you walked right out of it. walked in there and walked right out. And didn't even see it. You are the protector of, hold on. If our life has been stained with iniquity during our exile, deliver us from the hand of the enemy and destroy us, O Lord, by the death which you prefer. Do not let vain-minded congratulate vain idols at the destruction of your beloved, saying, neither did their God deliver them. God said he would not ever allow a demon to utter out their lips that they destroyed a child of God, and he was nowhere to be found. Please, he always does. He said he was there. What you mean? He said he was sitting there eating popcorn, watching everything go down like this. Bro, you can't tell me God don't have a sense of humor, bro. Baby, that's the kind of vibe I feel. Like, God, like this is a vibe of somebody, they had a whole plan of what they was going to do. And God said, oh, really? Okay. And the whole thing, whole complete 90-degree angle is going that way now. God said the complete opposite happened. It was the complete opposite. Baby, that was the message. Baby, when I say my stomach was hurt, when I started, my stomach ain't even hurt no more, baby. Go ahead, he calm that down, baby. Go ahead and say the complete opposite happened. This somebody who was like, you ain't even, you may not have known or seen or nothing, baby. Go ahead and say he everywhere, 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 everywhere. Ain't nobody finna ever be able to utter out their lips that a child of God fell right into that trap. And they got that. God said he don't want nobody to be able to say that. Why would God, like, you know what I'm saying? And when somebody is a prophet, you have to be careful, because in reality, while there are some people that do want to know what God says, there are some people that do want to hear the advice that God has, because they want to go to heaven. And there are some people, they don't care about what God say. They don't care about how God feel. They strive to go to hell. They, you know what I'm saying, they may joke about vacationing there and etc., whatever floats your boat. But you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, it's people walking this earth that are friends with demons. You know what I'm saying, like, seriously. So when it comes down to it, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a real the cases out here, bro. And they literally will want to hurt somebody just because they know what they know. And you know what I'm saying? It's not normal. It's not normal. I know. When I was younger, I thought it was normal. Like, y'all, but I was a child. I would share my dreams with my friends. We would talk about them, etc., etc. And I had other friends that had dreams as well. But what I realize now is that having dreams, while it's a gift, but simultaneously everybody have dreams. Okay, everybody don't remember their dreams. But to take it a step further, everybody not only does not remember their dreams, but they are also not able to interpret their dreams. That is not normal. Everybody cannot hear the angels speak. That is not normal. And so there are certain things that are not normal when it comes to prophets. And because of that, it causes certain things to happen. But when it comes down to it, if you just listen hard enough, you can hear God. If you just listen hard enough, it may not be on a state to where, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to look like what my gift looked like. And it's not going to look like what somebody else's gift looked like. But God will speak to you through different ways. God can speak through books, through music, through television shows, through math, through literature, through art, through nature. Like, whatever way that he needs to get to you, he will get to you. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, God said he needs you to be careful, because he doesn't want it to be a situation where somebody is saying that they were able to take you out and, you know, gloat over that, because there are people that literally just want to gloat over the fact that they know you are a prophet, they know you're a real prophet, and they took you out. And you have to be careful about that. But this is somebody that God said every time He gonna save you. Just because, like, cause you know what I'm saying, God is God. Like, God is God. How somebody gonna stand, you know what I'm saying, on a podium and gloat and be like this and say, I took out one of God's people. Like, at that point, we in here, okay? I'm just giving, okay? It's giving a demon parade coming up, okay? For somebody to want to gloat about killing the prophet, killing the pastor, it's giving, we in hell. It's giving, God said we are not in hell. And to let y'all know that we ain't in hell, that ain't finna happen. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and you shouldn't want to be. You shouldn't want to be in hell. You shouldn't want it to be a situation where somebody is coming in the name of God and you're taking their life and going around with their head on a spike like it's a celebration. God said, if it gets to that point, go ahead and grab you some ice now, because the flame's coming. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.